MiniAdventures. I'm KrissieDeathy, and today I'm going to teach you guys the MiniAdventures of Shadow in Chapter 7 by Angel Cover. You should change their name from what it was originally. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description so you can find it instead of this, but let's begin. Chapter 7, First Time for Everything. It was strange. No, it was uncharacteristic. Amy could never have imagined something like this happening, ever, and she was the most creative person she knew, yet this was a total surprise. You don't want to go? Shadow asked, his hand still outstretched towards her for her to take into her own. The look on his face read, just say yes, and she couldn't deny. She wanted to. I do, but it's just unlike me to ask this of you. I know, just trust me. This wasn't a question, it was a statement. And for some reason, Amy felt compelled to do so, like Jasmine. Alright, and she did. Scene. He looks like a little sleepy face. Carson separated the scene was cute. Take anything you want, Shadow instructed. The pink female shyly approached the counter with the male behind her as the woman at the register recognized her. Hello, Amy. Back for your usual, the red female rabbit, named Seraphina, as indicated by her name tag, asked politely, as employees were supposed to. Yes, but, can you add an iced coffee to it? It's, for him, Amy said, nodding in Shadow's direction. Seraphina threw the ebony male a little smile before pressing the commands at the register. It'll be $7 now. The rosy female looked back at Shadow as he handed her the money she handed to Seraphina. Then the process of being reversed, Seraphina handed Amy the change and she handed it to Shadow. After a few seconds later, the red female came back, 2 cups and a plastic bag with a couple of cookies in it. Thanks, see you next week, Amy. I never knew iced coffee was this good, Shadow said. Yeah. And it's a little healthier than regular coffee. I figured you were among those who like their coffee black with no cream or sugar. Amy guessed, breaking her cookie in half and offering the other piece to him. The ebony male shook his head and she shrugged, placing it between them anyway. That can't be helped. Yes, it can. All you have to do is try. Like you do iced coffee, it's hard just now, the rosy girl kidded. So does that mean you haven't tried changing your wardrobe, Shadow asked? Amy gave him a look. This has nothing to do with me trying. I just haven't felt the need to change it so much. And they're getting too small anyway, she said, crossing her arms. Yes, they are, but honestly, I don't know what possessed you to put up with such a revealing dress. It's not revealing. It says everything, but I know it means every time. But every time you jump and even get over just to sneak your underwear on display, I've seen it enough during that to know. So don't look pervert. Real sleepy face to indicate scene change. Such a cute little face. I feel like I want to see it on Kirby. Anyway, let's continue. I didn't think you'd take the dress thing seriously, Amy muttered. The pink head trying to figure out what was going on. That was why Shadow was writing down what she had said 3 days ago, and why they were standing in the mall at this very moment. This was Shadow's idea of a date. Or an outing, since he never used that word. You said you needed to go shopping, so I figured I'd help give you a head start. But I know how out of control girls get with these things, so I'm putting you on a budget, the ebony female explained. A budget of $70. 70? Calm down. Amy covered her mouth, embarrassed by her outfit. Sorry, let's go. Then the girl grabbed him by the wrist and pulled him towards the first door. What he didn't know was that girls also knew how to stretch a budget. No rhyme for a scene. Well, how do I look? Amy came out with her new clothes on and gave a little twirl. A simple pair of blue jeans, a lime green shirt with puffed sleeves and white Converse with rainbow laces. She even got a jacket to match, and another pair of jeans out of her budget. I don't remember buying those shoes. You didn't stuff or any questions. You look fine. The female put her hands on her hips. Fine, that's all you got? She asked softly. Yes. After locking her home door, she walked somewhat behind instead of laying imaginary holes into the back of his head, but apparently had a secret sixth sense, and soon he was walking in step with She was walking a step from my red pronoun room, and she hated him for interrupting her brainstorm of injuring options. Now, having no choice, she looked at the near midnight sky and the swirling stars above. She had to admit, of all the midnight strolls she'd been on, none felt more romantic than this one. Was it because of shadow, or was it something in the atmosphere that she didn't know about? Whatever it was, it added to the scenery of a romantic midnight stroll that she pictured having with a certain cerulean hedgehog for years. Only now it was a certain ebony hedgehog. Where are we going so late, Amy asked. To the beach. Why? Is this not what you do? He retorted. Diablo. You ask too many questions, Shadow interrupted. The rosy female looked at him. You don't have to be rude, you know. I'm just stating the obvious. Alright. Another thing changed. Okay, now it feels romantic. The sounds of the crashing waves and the beautiful moonlight overhead almost made this outing of theirs romantically cliché. Swinging in Shadow's hand were his and Amy's shoes, allowing them to feel the cool sand of the night between their toes and feeling the cool air of the sea breeze that came and went. The pink female didn't doubt that Shadow was up to something now. She just didn't know what. Maybe she had finally broken through the hard shell of his pent-up emotions that he'd been keeping in for so long. Maybe he was finally accepting that she'd basically made herself a part of his life. Maybe, just maybe, he now considered her a friend rather than a simple acquaintance. Of all those that were possible, but which was it really? Was this fun? Shadow asked suddenly. Sure. I mean, I've done things like this before, but never with someone else, Amy said, looking down. She stepped around a little crab wallowing along the shoreline and avoided its pinching claws. I thought you shared everything with your bunch of knockers. She gave him a look. Enthusiastic friend you have. He half-stated half-assed. Well, a little bit before I started trying to make you more open, I kind of realized why you like being alone so much. Was that so? Yeah, it's just the peace and quiet that you enjoy so much. You can't really have that when Sonic runs his mouth as fast as he moves his feet. Amy stopped once and saw the female snickering. What? He sniffed and shrugged. Nothing. It's just, I would expect you to be the last person to call Sonic anything out of his name, even something so simple as a chatterbox. Me and Sonic have more of a casual relationship now. I mean, I think I've outgrown the whole obsessed little girl act now. And we're friends, so we joke about each other all the time. Let's consider the joke. The pink female waved her hands around looking for an example. Oh, calling each other names for one, maybe pulling a prank on someone. Telling them something we both know you wouldn't say, things of that sort. It's just what friends do, Ch7. But I think I have a joke for you then. By now, Amy had noticed that they had stopped walking. The little crab had followed them down the shoreline, curiously staring at the being disrupting its habitat. The smaller hedgehog looked up at the ebony male's crimson eyes. What would that be? Now she knows just how close they were standing together. You want to believe this? You tell me. What if I said I might like you? Dat. Another dat. Now Amy was confused and trying to process what he said. Was he really joking, or was this a reverse psychologist? Or was he serious and trying to play it off as a joke? This is really a joke, child, the female asked softly. No, not really. So you do like me? He asked, tilting her head slightly. Yes. Whoa. She was speechless. She knew she may have broken through his shell, but so much so that he was considering her a love interest. It was just, wow. Was she that good? Dat. I understand if you don't like me. I'm not entirely sure how I like you either. But when I figure it out, I'll get back to you. Deal? Dat. Still somewhat speechless, her mouth somewhat agape, she managed to somewhat nod. Then Shadow handed her her shoes and put his on, took her back home, and even kissed her forehead. Watching his black blare disappear into the night, we wondered what things would be like now that he liked her but not sure how like her. And that is the end of this chapter. So, Well, enjoy that. I'll leave a link in the description so you can read the original version and maybe leave the author review. If there's anything you guys would like me to read, please let me know in the comment section below. And for question of the day, what is your favorite cartoon? Let's go with that. So, thank you all so much for listening. Bye bye!